Hey, what's up, scholars? Welcome back to Latino Studies 101. I've gotten a couple messages that Hillman Talk University is, for Black people, people saying, let us have this. And I wanted to just respond to that because I think it's important. I actually thought about this quite a bit before I posted the first set of videos. I'm not going to use Hillman Talk as a hashtag moving forward, but I wanted to share why I decided to continue with posting that, at least for the first few videos. In critical ethnic studies, the general understanding is that we work together in coalition. And that means that with coalition, we're stronger. Generally, in ethnic studies, Black, Latino, Asian, and Native American people work together because we are advancing the same ideas, that because we have a linked history, we have a linked future. Coalition means all of us. However, I also think that Black women have done enough. Y'all have done enough, and it's time for us medium-beige Latinas to pick it up from here. Medium-beige people like me, we have a lot of work to do. I, for example, was under the assumption that Latinos understood these things I'm talking about. But even just from the comments, I can see this is a lot of new information for a lot of people. So I do feel like it is my burden and the burden of other people who are like me with this type of training to come on here and start dispelling some myths. And the final reason why I thought, maybe wrong, but thought that Hillman Talk University, TikTok University was the right place to do this is just because there are a lot of studies that show that a huge proportion of Latin America and Latinos in the US consider themselves to be Afro-descendant. There was a Pew study that was done recently where they asked US Latinos how they identify racially, and 1 out of every 4, or 25%, said that they have Afro-descendant ancestry. Furthermore, if you look at the 2010 census conducted throughout different countries in Latin America, you'll see that in places like the Dominican Republic, Venezuela, and Brazil, more than 50% of the population identifies as some kind of mixed, including African ancestry. One of the pieces of US history that's a little strange to me is that when discussing the transatlantic slave trade, US history books always make it seem like, enslaved African people, that was an anomaly to the US somehow. But only, under 400,000 enslaved Africans ever made it to what today is the United States. There were over, 12 to 16 million who were taken to places throughout Latin America, and that's why we see the wide racial diversity in Latin America that we see today. I'm gonna do my best to try and be respectful of the community that's being built over there.